What's going on? Born for Sports. Salute to New York Giant Nation. And as we are here tonight, it is the live stream of the New York Giants versus the New York Jets preseason game. Got a lot to talk to tonight. I thought I'd come through, chop it up with everybody, see what's going on. Hey, first series of the game, Jets ran about 7 plays, and then we were forced to punt. And Debo got away with a little bit of a pass interference on that last third down, but we'll take it. But right now the Giants have the ball. They're at their own 10 on a 2nd and 8 as we go live right now. I fall 2 tight ends, hand off to the line. Nice run up the gut for Tracy, man. Nice blocking up front. Like what I see here, like what I saw there. So good stuff. As you see at the point of attack, looking all right so far. Offensive line pushing that D-line of the Jets back, man. That's a good D-line right there they playing against. So nice job right there on that play. And listen, I'm just happy to see New York Giant football and football out in general. By the way, salute the Giant Nation once again. If you're new to the channel, you're going to want to keep it locked on this one. Subscribe to Born for Sports. So, as Russ drops back, play fake. Now he's going deep. He's got a man down there, and it is caught. Collins to the goal line. Is it a touchdown? He might be down at the 1. What a throw by Russell Wilson, man. That was it. And that's what you want to see, baby. And I know it's preseason, but I'm feeling pretty good seeing that now. Russ went deep with the moon ball and a perfect throw. Perfect throw to Collins, who's turning heads. This Bo Collins is turning heads in Kent, man. And we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it, man. We're going to get to it. We get to the chat right now. Daryl Randolph checking in. Salute, baby. He says, yeah, what's going on, brother? Thanks for chopping it up. And we hand it off to the line. Tracy at the goal line. Is he in? Did he get to the plane? I don't know if there's a measurement. It looked like he got in right there. Looked like he got in. Good put. Oh, man. Good push by number 78 and just to get in there on the snap. Looked like it was Cisco that made the tackle. So they stop him at the goal line. All right. Stop him at the goal line. Good play by the Jet front 4 and front 7 at the goal line. 2nd and goal at the 1. Let's go. Hand off again. Looks like he got in that time, I think. Singletary that time. And he is in. Touchdown. So there you go. Beautiful first drive of the game for this New York Giant offense. Beautiful, beautiful, man. I mean, you got to be pleased to see that. What a pass by Russell Wilson. Let's talk about this, man, because listen. This is the home debut for Russell Wilson, and he's already making an impact. And there's people out there that were telling me, oh, don't worry about Russell Wilson. He's trash. I even saw some people today that was saying about Daniel Jones was a better option than Russell Wilson today on Twitter, which I could not believe. I could not believe seeing that, but whatever. That was just a beautiful pass that he got on the first drive off that play fake. And it was a bomb. Collins, who's been turning heads. We're going to talk about that guy. He's been turning heads this camp, man. And I'm telling you right now, Jalen Hyatt is in trouble. He's in trouble. And this was the first snaps for Bo Collins in the preseason. He's been having a great OTAs. He's been doing a good job all off season. I don't know what's going on with Jalen Hyatt. What's going on out there? Then he wouldn't dress. I don't know if there was an injury. He wasn't practicing. Probably was banged up a little, but he didn't dress last week against Buffalo. And neither did Collins. And now right out the gate, Collins is starting and he catches an 80-yard bomb from Russell Wilson on a perfectly thrown ball. But, hey, for all those people out there saying, hey, Russell's washed and this and that, you might listen, there is an element he is washed, but he is not down and out. This man, okay, actually helped the Pittsburgh Steelers get to the playoffs. And I think too many people out there have forgotten about that. You know? And let's be honest. Let's be honest out there, okay? As Darryl checks in and says, that was a beautiful throw by Russ. Yes, it was, bro. Perfect moonball pass. And that's what Russ is there. That's what he's known for, man. I mean, the deep ball. Russell Wilson is a winner. He's a borderline Hall of Famer. You know, he's been in the Pro Bowl over 10 times in his career. He knows how to play this game, okay? And let's talk about how last year, okay, he played for a very limited offense in Pittsburgh and helped them get to the playoffs, okay? Now, his numbers weren't jumping off the map, but people forget who he was playing for. Arthur Smith as an offensive coordinator. Let me see if I can put this in a nice way. He sucks. He sucks. Just ask us any Steeler fan. They'll agree. He sucks. He didn't even let a Super Bowl champion quarterback, veteran quarterback, even have the chance to audible and check out a plays at the line of scrimmage and to run his offense. He's the kind of coordinator who wants you to recall a play, run the play. This guy blows, okay? And he still put up decent numbers and with a limited offensive weapon core over there. I mean, besides Pickens, who did he have to throw to out there that jumps out at you? I mean, what are we doing here? Man? You know, I think people need to relax with the Russ's garbage talk because it's not true. It's not. It's not true, man. All right? That was a good hit there. See, Phil Sims. So, and any Giant fan who's listening to that broadcast, isn't it nice to hear one of our GOATs, Phil Sims, on the telecast? Shout out to the New York Giants bringing Phil Sims to do our games, man. You know, having the guys like, if you're an OG Giant fan like myself, you want to hear those things. As on 1st and 10, nice play by Burns. He is having a tremendous training camp. Nice hit at the line. This defense is just so good, man. I can't wait to see when these games are going to count for real, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Darryl checks in and says Hyatt might lose his job if Collins keeps it up. Yeah, man. And let's be honest. Let's be honest, bro. Like, Brian Dable is really down on Jalen Hyatt. I mean, you can't tell me that he could not find snaps for him last year. But he didn't. He chose not to. As on 2nd down, RPO, Fields hands it to Breece Hall. Minimal gain, maybe 2 or 3 yards. So that'll bring up 3rd and long. This Giant D-line is really controlling the line of scrimmage right here in this series right here. Like, love to see it because you just love to see it. Oh, this Giant defense is going to be so good. But, yeah, man, Jalen Hyatt, okay, Jalen Hyatt is in the doghouse. And he was one of my key performers that I was looking to see what we're going to get out of him tonight. Can Jalen Hyatt make an impact in the preseason like Bo Collins and Montreal Washington has? As 3rd and 8, and Allen gets the handoff, and he gets a 1st down. Wow. Good play there. Good play call there. They ran an RPO, and it looks like the D-line got faked out there, and they get the 1st down. So Jets convert on that play. But listen, let's break it down. I've been watching. Montreal Washington has made plays in camp since the OTAs. He has been basically Jackson Dart's favorite target. You know, penalty here. They just call looks like an false start on the Jets or a legal shift. Zebras will sort that out. But, man, he really Jackson Dart really likes Montreal Washington. He's really been going to him. Russell Wilson's been going to Bo Collins a lot when he's been healthy enough to play. And a lot of that is because, obviously, Malik Neighbors being injured, you know, he's he's had his issues staying healthy in camp, and the Giants look like they are taking it very cautious with him, which is the right thing to do. So there's opportunities out there, and I'm not seeing enough Jalen Hyatt making plays in camp or nothing. And last year he was in the doghouse, and now we got these undrafted guys making impact. Man, I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if Jalen Hyatt doesn't make the team. And it's not something that I'm looking forward to because I actually like Jalen Hyatt. I want to see him get an opportunity. But it seems like this coaching staff is down on him. You know, good play. Good play by that D-line, sniffing that play out. As Kayvon Thibodeau, who's off to a really good start in this game, sniffed that out, holding the edge there. Let's go live in action right now. 2nd and 5. Fields hands it off again. And this is the key to the Giant defense. They have to stop the run here. And this is a run-heavy offense that the Jets are going to be running this year. So a good test for them. But I'm telling you right now, Jalen Hyatt better make some plays today. He better make some plays. I don't care if it's with the second team, the third team. He better make some plays if he wants to be on this roster. And I found it very interesting. License plate guy, super fan, license plate guy. Shout out to LPG, who celebrated a birthday this week. He put out a tweet. I saw that a lot. I took notice very much talking about Jalen Hyatt's situation. Would not be surprised if he gets moved. Another first down right here on 3rd and short for the Jets. Let's get to the chat here. Darryl also says the offensive line looks good first series. Yes, it did. Point of attack, baby. I need this offensive line to get their job done. Mainly, I'm looking at JMS. Evan Neal is supposed to play tonight. I got my eyes on him. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. But, yeah, this offensive line's off to a good start. And, yes, I'm going to talk about that guy, that nice 5th-round steal, Mr. Marcus Bo. Ooh, he got me hyped, y'all. I cannot wait to see him play. But, yeah, man, the offensive line has looked very good in this first series here. Big Task in here, checking in. What's goody, Big Task? Good to see you. Where you been, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good summer, brother. He says, that's what he do. That's what Wilson do. Bang, bang, bang. That's right. Man, I'm so excited to see what he's going to look like in this offense and look like for this New York Giant team. And I'm not counting on to see, you know, Russ from Seattle days. But if I can get steady Russ, efficient, on time, hit them deep passes, and feed the beast neighbors, I think with this Giant defense, what we're going to have this year, Taz, that's all we need. And we're going to be a problem for teams this year. I don't give a fuck about that schedule. People, yes, it's a tough schedule, the toughest statistically in football, but the Giants are going to surprise a lot of people. And I'm on record. I think we're going to win 9 games. I think 7 games is the floor. And I wouldn't be surprised if we go over that 9-game number. I think the Jackson Dart situation looming in the background is the only reason why I didn't go a little higher than what I feel about this team. But I am very excited about this Giant football team. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people, and I think we're a whole lot fucking better. Too many people just want to look at last year like, oh, 3 wins, they suck. Okay, last year was last year. We upgraded at the quarterback room. The defense is so much more talented this year on the back end to the front 7. We draft Abdul Carter, number 3, who we're going to talk about tonight, who is my early pick for Rookie Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Yes, I am all in on Abdul Carter. This kid is special. He is going to be a problem for NFL teams this year and going forward if this man stays healthy. All right. The back end has been upgraded. There's going to be there's a competition right now for the CB2 room. Deontay Banks is not the number 1 corner now. We got Adebo. I want to see better from Adebo. In my opinion, he's been getting cooked a lot in this camp. But, you know, it's early. Oh, nice defense right there. Nice play by Cordell Flott. Cordell Flott making a play. Nice play, closed in to make that 3rd down stop on Fields. Got his hand in there on Garrett Wilson, who is the top receiver on the Jets, and he made a play. That's what you want to see. And guess what, folks? He didn't have his back turned. He's eyes on the ball. Good job by Cordell Flott to force that field goal attempt. So Giants defense gets tough in that red zone area, just outside the red zone, and they force the kick. Kick is up, and it is good. So it's 7-3. Giants up early. But good job by Flott. I love what I'm seeing from the Giant defense. I love the upgrades we made in the back end. Javon Holland, one of the best safeties in football, in my opinion, okay, got out of a tough situation in Miami. When this guy is healthy, he is a playmaker out there. And Giants signed him, and he is going to be a nice tandem, in my opinion, with Tyler Nubin going into his second year. I'm high on Tyler Nubin. I've been high on Tyler Nubin since last year as a rookie. He had a pretty good rookie season last year, considering what the heck was around him. He played very well, and I think that tandem at safety, it's going to be a nice one. That teams are going to be like, and those so-called NFL experts during the season will be like, hey, man, that Giant defense secondary ain't too bad. And, of course, the front seven, come on, man. Come on. Kayvon Thibodeau, okay? Brian Burns, the great Dexter Lawrence, okay? Abdul Carter, Bobby Okereke, McFadden are playing well. And then, hey, the DT2 situation. Robinson Harris looked pretty good against Buffalo. His job is going to be to stop that run. He adds a little rush there, pushing the pocket. I'm high on our third-round pick, Alexander. Want to see some flash. We'll talk about him in a minute. Hey, this Giant defense is legit. And the NFL about to find the fuck out, especially the Washington Commanders in week 1. Tass also says, LOL. Sorry I was MIA. This summer has been a lot of peaks and valleys, but I'm here in the place to be. Yes, sir. I'm glad. I hope everything is well, brother. It's just good to see you, man. I'm glad you're doing all right, brother. That's all. All love, baby. Shout out to you, Taz. Daryl checks in and says the rush defense looks sus right now. Yeah, the run defense has to get better. It's the key to the Giant defense. It's the elephant in the room. The only thing I'm really worried about and concerned is this Giant run defense, and they have to be better. They have to be better, you know. It's the key. It's the key to the Giant defense being unlocked to being one of the top units in football. Last year, it was abysmal. It was abysmal. Now, some of it, yes, it was due to injuries on the defense, Dexter Lawrence especially, but, man, it was just too much. The Giants had 19 20-yard runs against them last season. 19 20-plus yard runs? That is pathetic. That is not New York Giant defense, and I do not want to see that going forward. So, Giant, hey, it's preseason. They got to work on it. They got to deal with it in the NFC East. You got Washington Commanders, they're a run-heavy offense. They're good at running the ball. We all know what the Philadelphia Eagles bring. Cowboys, not so much. We'll see about their run. Their running backs. Their running backs look trash. But we know they're pass-heavy. But the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders, they are about that run. The Giants have to do better. You know, they got a lot of teams on the schedule that run the ball well. The Chargers, they'll run offense. The San Francisco 49ers are on this. The Vegas Raiders, they'll run offense. A lot of teams this year on the schedule, they run that ball. Giants got to be ready to deal with that. And if they want to unlock what they can be in this defense this year, which I feel can be one of the top units, top 5 to 7 unit in football. Taz says, that's exactly how I feel. The Giants now have a certified leader in Russell Wilson, and the Giants will make noise this season. Jackson's Dart has to wait. Yeah, he has to wait. I'm not rushing Jackson Dart. Okay? And you know what? I'm glad you just brought it, you know, because I gotta bring it up. Since you brought it up, I'm gonna do it, brother. I'm gonna do it. To me, I mean, like, let's see. My unfiltered truth is this week is starting dark week 1 is quarterback development malpractice, man. Malpractice. Come on. I'm seeing too much of it in social media, and I know Giant fans, we are starved for a good football team, and we are, forget starved, we're desert thirsty, starved for good quarterback play, okay? Jackson Dart flashed very well in the last week's game against Buffalo, but it's preseason. Let's calm down. He looked good. That's what you want to see. But let's not rush it, folks. Let's not rush it. This is Russell Wilson's team right now. Okay? He deserves the right as Russ drops back. Nice ball in there. Good catch by Wan'Dale Robinson. That'll bring up a third down. Third and manageable. So as we check in, Russ with a good pass right there. This is Russ's team. He deserves the opportunity, okay? This guy knows how to win games. He knows, and it's not like he was awful last year, okay? His last 2 years have not been awful. They just haven't been the Russell Wilson we used to seeing, what we saw in Seattle. That's okay. Let's check in real quick. Live action, 3rd and 6. Russ drops back. Looking good time in the pocket. Fires a nice pass and couldn't be held on to the receiver. Wan'Dale could not. You got to hold on to that, Wan'Dale. See, Russ put that ball where it has to be, and Wan'Dale could not hold on. He took a hit. He just dropped that. No, you got to hold on to that. And this is why I cannot fully embrace Wan'Dale Robinson the way I want to. You got to make that play, Wan'Dale. Make the play for your quarterback. This is why I like his talent, but I'm not in love with him on this giant future in this receiver core, because that's what I see too much from Wan'Dale. You could give me all these 93 catches last year, but look at the yardage. Look at the yardage. And then I got to hear, and some of it is Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, and the bad quarterback play that we had to deal with last year, okay? Some of it is that. But when look at plays he drops. He dropped the pass in the Dallas game last week last year, I should say, that was one of the big plays of the game that we could have won that game. This is things that Mr. Wan'Dale Robinson just has to be better at. Russell Wilson stood in there, offensive line, point of attack, folks, did their job, and he drops the ball because he's afraid to take a hit. And this is why the knock is the knock, man. You got to make plays like that. Malik Neighbors makes that catch more times than not, who has had drops in his rookie season, but I'm trusting Malik all day to make that play. Wan'Dale, you want to be what you think you are. You want to showcase second. This is my point, though, about Wan'Dale. I don't see enough second-round pick flash from him that gives me confidence. I mean, come on. You drop that ball, you can't make that drop, man. You got to make that play for your quarterback. You got to make that play. Got to make that play. Cliff checking in. Salute, Cliff. Welcome to the show, brother. Thanks for checking in, brother. Hey, listen. Your Jet defense is looking all right. That run game's looking all right. I know you okay, man. I know you're all right with that. Hey, let's see what Justin Fields can do for you, man. Taz says, come on, Robinson. Yeah, you got to make that play. You got to make that play. There's too much of that from him, man. Too much of that. I'm not going to get crazy because it's preseason, but, again, that brings me to, that PTSD of last season. Wan'Dale, make the play, bro. Make the play. We need those plays from you, man. Because I'm seeing an undrafted rookie. I'm seeing an undrafted rookie free agent makes an 80-yard catch on a bomb, makes a play for his veteran quarterback. He's not supposed to be even being thought about in that manner. We're counting on you, and you can't make that play on third down? Come on. You're supposed to be the slot receiver. You're supposed to be that third down possession receiver, but also you're supposed to make plays and get that rack ability, show that rack ability that I saw in college. I don't see it. You're looking like you can't be trusted. That's just not good football there. Not good football there, man. Got to be better there. Let's also get to the end as they just came back from the break, and they're talking about the Wan'Dale Robinson play. Probably what I'm saying. Injury news this week. Andrew Thomas progressing well from rehab. You love to see it. We all know Andrew Thomas, important to this New York Giant football team, is just, you can't even put it in words. He's just as important as the quarterback position and a healthy Malik Neighbors. Look at the pattern of the last 2 years, okay? He's been injured, and every time he's been injured, he has just torpedoed the season. That injury torpedoes the offensive line, torpedoes the season. Now, we got to just bubble wrap him again in week 1. It's been my stance the whole time. So to hear now he's progressing, hey, that's a good thing. Going to be real interesting to see if they take him off PUP coming up this week, as it's a short week. I don't know if they will, but I'm sure they are making strides to get him ready for week 1. That is a good thing. We need Andrew Thomas ready. And I said it again. I said it earlier. I say it again. Bubble wrap this man. Get him to week 1 is all I care about. My whole thing is keep him healthy, okay? Because there's no doubt the talent in Andrew Thomas. He's one of the best left tackles in football. The problem is he's injury prone. And the Giants invested too much money into him to keep on dealing with him missing season-ending injuries 2 straight years now. 2 straight years. We need him healthy this year and back. He had a surgery in the offseason. They've taken it slow. They had a good plan for him. Let's see. It's going to be interesting to see. Also, Malik Neighbors, again, not playing this week, hasn't practiced all week, and I saw there was some concerns out there. Now, in my opinion, from 1 to 10, my injury concern level is at a 2.5. I am not worried about it. Because every time I seen, first it was the toe issue that Malik, in my opinion, should have gotten off-season surgery for it, but he didn't. He chose to just rehab it. Fine. They took it slow for him the entire season. Every time he did good in practice, though, he was looking like a beast. So that doesn't concern me too much, and that's one of the reasons. Now, he got hit on that shoulder, and he hasn't been seen since. Then he comes back. Couple of days, he practiced, looked decent. Now there was a story that Jordan Renan from ESPN came out this week, said it's a different, separate injury, and this is why the New York Giants are not playing him, but are taking it slow, but he should be ready for week 1. I do not have concerns about Malik Neighbors' injuries. I think the Giants are playing it smart. First of all, Malik Neighbors has nothing to prove. I don't need to see him out there. I need him healthy, okay? Every time I see him in training camp, he's making plays with Russell Wilson. I mean, he's making plays all over the place, okay? He's undressing every cornerback that he plays against. So that tells me the chemistry is in solid ground. Obviously, game action is a different story. You want that, but it isn't like bad at practice. So that tells me that they're fine. They'll be fine with that, okay? Giants should take it slow. They are doing that. I have no concerns about the injuries there with Malik Neighbors. So NFL fans out there, New York Giant fans, let's calm down, y'all. Let's calm down with the panic meter, man, for real. All right, let's not do that, okay? So we're back in live actions. The start of the second quarter. Jets have the ball. Looks like they have now checked in their backups. Martinez is in the game, so they take Fields out. So hey. Jets have putting the backups in. I think the Giants D-line backups are in as well. And as a play fake, Martinez fires in there complete. Yes, the Giants backup defensive players are in the game. So the Jets have checked their guys out. Giants have checked their defensive players out. Their starting players, I should say. So there's that. So battle of the backups looks like the rest of the way. So good job by the Giant defense. Solid job. Still want to see better against the run, though. So that was a nice little test for the Giant defense starters, because the Jets are going to be a very run-heavy offense this year. They have a very good, talented offensive line at point of attack, to be honest. So I like the fact that they held them at bay, nothing crazy. But the run defense still looked a little leaky. Hopefully they'll work on that. There's a flag on the play. Looks like it's coming back, and it is a hold on the Jet offense here. So first quarter stats, Jets were held to 63 total yards. Good job by the Giant defense. They had 4 first downs, but 63 total yards. Little leaky for the Giant defense on the run. And Giants had 102 total yards, but 2 penalties. They got to clean that up. So Jets had possession for the most part, 10 minutes in that possession, but the Giants scored and got the big plays they needed and scored. So good job by the Giant offensive regulars. I would say they won that first quarter. And if that's it for the Giant offensive regulars, Lots of positives this week. I like to see, and we'll see Jackson. And Thibodeau was in the game. So Kayvon Thibodeau was still in the game. So I spoke too soon, I guess. So out of all the starters, okay, so we got McFadden in and Kayvon Thibodeau still in the games as starters with the second unit. Let's see here. And Phillips is in as well. So they're rotating other guys in. Belton is in the game. Carter is in. Okay, Abdul Carter's in with Thibodeau. So this is interesting to see. 6th-round pick, Corey Black is in the game. Phillips is a starter in the game. Nunez Roches, who I can't stand, is in the game. He's actually a starter as well. So still a couple of starting players with the defense in the game, but some backups in. So looks like Giants are gonna gradually get them out. So it's a 3rd and 8. Okay, Carter's on the edge here. Let's see what we got. Live action. 2 receivers. Martinez drops back. Pressure is on. Incomplete. And that'll force the punt. Nice. Looks like they were trying to do a screen there. And Giants sniffed it out. Thibodeau got right in there and made the play. Nice play by Tim. Thibodeau's having a real good first half. He's having a real good first half. And I think it was Carter that got in there as well. Yeah, Abdul, man. I tell you, that kid's going to be special, man. I love what I'm seeing from him. He's going to be special. I am all in on the Abdul Carter train, y'all. If you don't know, he was my top pick, my top prospect in the draft. And to revise history, as the punt was knocked in, good job by the Jet specials there. Nice play. At the 5-yard line, looks like it'll be inside the 5, but a flag on the play. But dating back to draft season, I was all in on the Giants drafting a quarterback. I wanted Shedeur Sanders at the 3rd overall pick. But when things started coming out that the Giants were looking to not draft a quarterback that high, and that most of the NFL did not view this quarterback class as good enough to draft in the top 10, I was like, if you're going to go top prospect, if Abdul Carter is sitting there, you better take him. You better take him. He was my top prospect in the draft. I like Travis Hunter a lot. I think he can be a good player, but I just think in the NFL, playing 2 positions on offense and defense, I'm not sold he can stay healthy for a long-term career. He's going to have to eventually choose a position. And I just felt like Abdul Carter had the special traits you needed. And it's just New York Giants football, man. That's who we are. That is our DNA. Defense, defense and just tremendous pass rush. That's the DNA for New York. He was born to be a New York Giant. I'm sorry, folks. And I am so glad the Giants drafted him. His talent is immense. I can't wait to see it for real and see this kid develop and become a star, because I think he's going to be a star in the NFL. It's all a matter of him staying healthy. That's all. That's all it is, man. Let's see. Daryl checks in on the chat, says this offensive line has no reason to struggle playing that defensive four every practice. Yeah. Listen, you talk about iron sharpens iron. Listen, man, this defense has got – the O-line has no excuses playing something every week because they play one of the best front sevens in football every practice. I mean, they're going to see teams, they're going to be like, man, this ain't shit compared to see what we see every day. I mean, this offensive line, man, it looks like it's more physical, and I like to see it. How it's preseason. We'll see going forward, especially when Andrew Thomas gets in. But, man, like you said, bro, they got no excuses, man. They got no excuses to know what to do with crazy-ass pass rushers and stunts. They're seeing it every day in practice, man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. All right, so let's see. I want to talk about, let's see. And speaking of the offensive line, man, I want to see Evan Neal tonight. I got to see what I see from him at guard. Now, we all know the deal. And Evan Neal is in the game on cue. He's in the game. All right. John Michael Schmitz is in the game, another starter. offensive line. Let's see how many starters before I get to this point. Let me see how many starters are still in the game. So our first team offensive line is still in the game with Evan Neal in the game. So that's good. So we're going to see. You know, we all know the issues that Evan Neal has had at offensive tackle. Play fake. Russ is still in the game. Complete. Is that my guy, Jalen Hyatt? Yes, it is. Jalen Hyatt with a reception. How about that? Nice pass by Russell Wilson. Good protection in his own end zone. Let's see the route. Good route. Was a 12-yard hitch. And, nice play. I think that's the Jet defense. Is that their backups? I don't even care if it is. This is good work. This is good work for Hyatt here. Nice job. Elijah Chapman in at fullback. How about this? I formation. Handoff. Hey, let's go. Good block. Tracy falls forward. Gain of 6. 5 or 6 yards. So let's see about this offensive line. Let's see Evan Neal here on the replay. Okay. Got pushed back a little bit there as he went to a wham block on. Okay, so let's see what he does. Got a little pushback there. Low pushback, so not bad on that rep. But I want to see Evan Neal on this offensive line, man, because I think Van Roten, Neal, and JMS are legit. And before I get to my point, I see somebody is trying to come in. Let's welcome to the stage my guy, Danny Salute, out there. What's up, bro?
I'm out here, baby. I'm out here tailgating. You know me.
Oh yeah, man. I'm sorry I couldn't make it out there tonight, man. I can't do the night games, man. My
baby.
My distance. Just night game. Couldn't do it tonight. Salute to you, brother.
Listen, I got my sunglasses on. I got too many adult beverages in the system, brother.
It's all good, baby. Listen, we warming up. That's all. We warming up for the real deal. That's all.
Did you see the moon ball?
Bro.
It's in effect.
Bro, I'm excited. I told you these Giants are going to be a lot better than people think.
We're going to be a problem, my G.
Woo! Beautifully placed moon ball to Bo Collins. Just a perfectly thrown ball. Bro, it is a breath of fresh air to see, a quarterback on the New York Giants that knows how to get that ball downfield, bro.
For sure. It's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing.
So tell me, what was your reaction, bro? What was your reaction when you saw that?
I told my boy before that happened, I'm like, watch out for the moon ball. Yeah. Watch out. And there it was, baby. Sinker.
And that's the thing. And that's good. Continue, bro. Do your thing.
Listen, bro. I'm excited, bro. We're going to have a great season. This is my prediction, y'all. Giant fans, this is my prediction.
Oh, yeah.
9-8 playoff appearance.
Let's go.
9-8 playoff appearance.
Let's go, Danny. Let's go. I got you on the right side now. Let's go.
Listen, George, enjoy your rest of your podcast. I had to hop on and show you love, baby.
Yo, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for chopping it off. Be safe. Salute, baby.
Cheers, baby.
Yes, sir. So my guy joining us, Danny, man. Listen, shout out to Danny. Shout out to all Giant Nation out there, by the way. My Section 330 crew, the SOGs, everybody out there. My homie Jasmine Singh, who I know is out there as he always is. Shout out to Giant Nation out there representing, man. As you can see, folks, hey, listen, the New York Giant fans, we starting to get excited. Us true diehards, we getting excited. We seeing the vision that I've been talking about. A lot of us have been speaking about for months. Russell Wilson is so much an improvement of the quarterback room that we've had the last 6 years. It's unreal. As long as he plays like Russell Wilson and not Ciara's husband, we are going to be a problem, baby. Yes, sir. We're going to be a problem this year, y'all, because this Giant defense, they are as good as advertised, and they're only going to get better week to week. You got a veteran quarterback presence to stabilize the position, stabilize the offense, have everybody in the right place, has pocket awareness of a rush, makes the right checks at the line, and actually, unlike that bum-ass offensive coordinator on the Steelers last year, freedom to make checks when needed, audibles at the line of scrimmage. I'm telling you, y'all, the New York Giants are going to be a better team this year. We're going to be a problem. I don't care. Let them sleep on us. The Giants usually do better when they slept on anyway. This team is a lot better than people think, and you're seeing it. You're seeing the glimpses. I know it's only preseason, but you know something? I don't care. I don't care. Can no one tell me not to be excited about what I'm seeing, man? Okay, we're getting close because you know why I'm excited? Because the vision that I had of this team is coming in focus. It's coming in focus in the preseason, and that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask, man. Okay, it just goes to show you that the talent is there. Now, it's not going to always be pretty. It's football. It's not always going to be pretty. Russell Wilson is not the quarterback he was in Seattle, but he's still a pretty damn good quarterback, veteran quarterback presence. The team is built the way it should be with a quarterback of his ilk. Defense, okay, pressure the quarterback, top 5 to 7 talent defense. You hold teams at bay on defense, and you have your veteran make plays. That's what you want. And then you got a great receiver, a top 5 receiver in the NFL already in Malik Davis. Yeah, I said it. He's top 5 already. And I predict by the end of the season, people are going to start talking about him in that top tier, like Justin Jefferson, like Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? Those guys. You know what I mean? He'll be there. In my opinion, CeeDee Lamb as well. In my opinion, he's right now, if he's not the best receiver CeeDee Lamb is in the division, he's right there with him, y'all. He's right there with him. Let's get to the chat, man. Let's get to the chat. Taz says, okay, Hyatt, hell yeah, that was so good. That was beautiful, bro. I like to see Hyatt making plays, man. I need to see more of that. I need to see more of that, man. He's got the talent. He needs an opportunity, but he's got to take care of things like he's got to take care of what he needs. He's got to take care of his body. He's got to stay healthy. He's got to show this coaching staff he can be a factor and not just a deep threat. And that was a good route he ran, made the play. Martinez fires incomplete. Good coverage by the Giant defense. Got some more backups in there, and that'll cause a punt. That'll cause a punt. Giant defense flying all over the place. I love it. I love it. Even the other guys are doing well. Cliff says, I'm currently at work renewing my BLS certification, hoping both of these football teams won't need me to perform CPR on fans for much of the season. Hashtag Gang Green, Big Blue, make New York football great again. Hey, listen, I ain't even mad at you, Cliff. Yes, Cliff is a Jet fan, but always showing love, checking in. Hey, listen, your Jets are not looking that bad today, all right? They're going to be a physical football team. Now, I think they're in transition. I think if they can just keep Fields healthy and, have this rushing attack do well. They got some good running backs in Breece Hall. Breece Hall's a good running back. Allen, he's a solid running back as well. Hey, let's see what they can do, man. You never know. They're gonna be a pain in the neck to play. They're not gonna be an easy out either. All right. I know Giants and Jet fans. We go at it when we do. I think the Giants are the better team between the two teams, but I do think the Jets have some pieces. They're gonna be a solid team, and they're not gonna be an easy out like last year to play, man. They're gonna be a tough team to beat, man. It's a matter of what can the new head coach, Aaron Glenn, can get out of Justin Fields, and he's already trying to put his stamp on the football team. The only thing I'll say is this, okay? The only thing I say, I like Aaron Glenn, but I just think so. Just let's not try to be too much like Parcells. You know what I'm saying? I know he came from the Parcells tree. My favorite coach in Giant history is Bill Parcells, but just be you, fan. Don't go overdo it. But as long as he doesn't overdo it with his personality and doesn't rub his players the wrong way and they following him, that's all that matters. Hey, if he can get Justin Fields to excel at the quarterback position and keep taking steps. Listen, I like Justin Fields when he was in the draft that year. I actually wasn't mad if the Giants would have drafted Justin Fields at that time, But hey, he's had some struggles. He had a shit show to deal with. He had a shit show to deal with in Chicago in a bad situation over there, bad coaching staff. Went to Pittsburgh, got injured. Russell Wilson was the better quarterback. They went with him. You know Tomlin's about winning, so you know what he did there. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, if Glenn can get him to improve his passing ability, that's the key. We know the athlete he is, bro. He's a tremendous athlete at the quarterback position. Tremendous, okay? Can run the ball. He's put up numbers on the ground at the quarterback position. It's a matter of him taking that step as a thrower. If Glenn and the offense coordinator can get him right, Jets can surprise some teams this year too, man, because their offensive line, listen, I'm a point of attack guy. Their O-line and D-line are pretty damn good. That O-line, bro, they got talent, bro. I ain't even going to hold you. They got talent to have that as their identity as first down. Nice run by Tracy. Breaks it to the outside and gets a first down run. Nice gain there. And that was on Evan Neal's side, I believe. Let's see here. Let's see it. Okay, so, yeah. Well, Illuminor side, I should say. He didn't get a great block there, but he sprung it outside. So good blocking. Good blocking on the outside for the most part. Nice run by Tracy. Man, I think Tyrone Tracy is being underrated as a running back for this Giant team. People, the prognosticators keep forgetting that my guy had 1,000 total yards last year on a bad team with a bad offensive line. Okay, play fake. Dart is in the game, by the way. Dumps it off. Is that Theo? Nice. Oh, Theo breaking tackles. Nice play on the tight end screen for the big game first down. I'm all in on Theo Johnson as well, y'all. As Jackson Dart is in the game making his MetLife Stadium debut, we're going to talk about him right now real quick. Nice play call on the tight end screen. Let's see who sprung him. Illuminor sprung him. Nice block right there by Neal. And Illuminor sprung him. Good blocking downfield. Theo Johnson breaking tackles with a nice game. I think he's going to be – I like his talent. I think that's a nice one. Nice one. Nice tight end screen there, man. Nice tight end screen there. As Dart is in the game, we're going to stay on the action. And now Russ is backing. Oh, so that was Russ? Oh, okay. I thought that was Dart. I guess not. Russ is in the game. Maybe I didn't see right well there. As when I looked up the play call, let me go back here. Let me go back there. Let me go back. Rewind that. Yeah, that was Russ. So my mistake there. It wasn't Dart. So I like the fact that we are getting an extended offensive snaps in this first half of this Giant offense. I like to see. And Russ goes deep again, but no one there. See, Collins, miscommunication there as the ball is intercepted in the end zone. That was miscommunication. Undrafted wide receiver. Bo Collins made a play early in the game with an 80-yard bomb that time. Miscommunication there. And hey, listen, preseason, undrafted free agent. You know there was going to be a mistake there sooner or later. So Russ looked like he thought he was going to the back pylon end zone, but Collins broke and ran a post instead of an out, and he threw it to the corner of the end zone area, thinking he was going to be there. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, see, Russ was telling his receiver, you had to break it out there. So, miscommunication there. That's okay. But so Russ has 4-7 so far, 108 yards, touchdown, and a pick. Okay, that was the wrong route, I believe. There, that was the wrong route there by the undrafted receiver. And he'll learn from it. He's already made a play tonight, and that's why preseason games are for. So, and the coaching staff is talking to Bo Collins, Slayton there sitting with him. That was definitely a miscommunication. He ran a wrong route there. Wrong route. So it's okay. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. As Taz says, that's right, Giants. Good screen pass. And then, yes, I believe that was the wrong route. I think so too, bro. I think so too. Cliff also says you want to be excited coming to the season. No matter the prospects' expectations, ain't no fun being negative. However, the season turns out, it is what it is. You have a good season to look forward to. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Listen, that's what the preseason's for. It's about optimism, expectations. That's a drop pass right there by the Jet player. Look, who was that? His name, 36 Pritchard, dropped the ball there in the zone. But yeah, man, that's what it is. But good job there. Good job there by the Jet, the Giant defense being in the right place. 3rd and long. Martinez drops back, looks, throws deep, incomplete. Knocked away by 43 Lane. I tell you what, this Lane has been looking pretty good for the Giants, man. I think he's earning his keep. He might make the football team. I like what I'm seeing there. But getting back to what I was saying before, man, my top position battles on offense, the interior lineman, I need to see JMS, Neil Van Roten do well. JMS looking pretty good. This offensive line as a whole has been looking good. They haven't given up a sack yet. Knock on wood. They haven't given up a sack yet in this entire preseason, the starting offensive line. Last week against Buffalo, there was 51 dropbacks by the entire football team offense, and they didn't give up a sack. I don't believe they gave up a sack yet in this game. So, hey, the offensive line is doing a good job. And I have my eyes on Evan Neal tonight because I want to see what he can do finally, his first action. And there's been a mix so far, so we'll see. We'll see what goes forward. But man, Van Roten, between Van Roten and JMS, looks like that's on track to be between I should say Runyon at left guard, JMS at center, Van Roten at right guard. That seems to be what is trending for the starting interior offensive line of this New York Giant football team. I really think they were a lot better than people are giving them credit for last year. And as I said before, once Andrew Thomas got injured, man, that was it. It just torpedoed the entire offensive line for the second straight year. But I do think there is something to chemistry with offensive line play. You got to play with the same unit to get that continuity where they know when to run stunts and when to do it. As Jackson Dart is now officially in the game, so that's it for Russell Wilson. Solid preseason. I don't think we're going to see him next week in the last preseason game on a short week. So I think overall a solid job by Russell Wilson and his Giant offensive starters. They did a good job this preseason getting ready. I don't think we'll see them next week. So I would imagine we'll see an extended Jackson Dart for this game and Jameis Winston, maybe even that bum-ass Tommy DeVito, who's just a waste of a roster spot at this point, if he even makes the team, whatever. But I think we'll see Dart and Jameis Winston going forward for the rest of the preseason. So good job by Russell Wilson. He did a very good job tonight. That interception, I am not putting on him. Clearly, the receiver ran the wrong routes. They were the coaching staff and Russ was talking to him on the sideline. So solid job. We'll see. Let's check in real quick in action. Jackson Dart, play fake on the RPO, steps in, throws the ball, back shoulder, incomplete. Collins couldn't connect there with Jackson Dart on a 2nd and 7. So Collins having a little bit of a struggle here in his last 2 series here with his communication with his quarterback. So let's see what we get on 3rd down. And Jackson Dart is in the game. Task checks in and says, yes, Jackson Dart, the moment we've been waiting for. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's in the game. 12 and 19, 154 yards last week. Got a 3rd and 7. See what he does here. Drops back, gets rushed, runs out of the pocket, tripped up, and is taken down for maybe a gain of 1. So the Giants will probably punt here. Maybe they'll go for it. Let's see what we do here. Let's see. See if we go for it here. Let's see where we go here. No, they're walking off. It looks like we're walking off the field. So they'll punt on 4th and long. But, yeah, Jackson Dart with a 3 and out in that series. I would imagine we will see him for the rest of the preseason getting snaps. We will not see Russ for the rest of the offseason, for the rest of the preseason. And that's okay. I'm good with it. He's ready, man. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. Just go prepare for them bum-ass Washington Commanders, man. Go figure that out. But like I said before, I want to see more from this offensive line interior. And I think there is something to say about that. Chemistry, snaps together as the ball was down inside the 5. Good job by Giants special teams there. Good punt by Gilliam there. I think there is something to say about chemistry there. So, hey, if Neal doesn't take the job, so be it. Keep your ass on the bench. But I would like to see him do better and get a season developing at guard, because offensive tackle, obviously he's a bust. He has cinder block feet. He can't block outside edge rushes. Edge rushes on the NFL level is a different ball game than on the collegiate level. So he can't handle that. So let's see if he can just use that massive frame and, dare I say, become, I hate to say his name ever, Eric Flowers. Eric Flowers moved to guard. He salvaged his career. Was a pretty decent guard. Mekhi Becton, he went to guard last year with the Eagles, got paid, had a pretty good season, man, and won a Super Bowl ring with them. So let's see if we can get that done. Taz says, LOL, Russell Wilson is ready for the bum-ass command. You damn right, baby. They coming back down to earth, Taz. I'm telling you right now. All right? They coming back down to earth, man. They're not playing like 10 scrub at quarterbacks this year. If you look at what the Commanders played last year at quarterback, it was just a cakewalk, okay? All credit to Jaden Daniels. He was a very, very talented quarterback, had a very good rookie year. They got to NFC Championship game. Salute to that and all that. But that's last year. This year, the NFL's got tape on him. They're going to make things a lot harder for Jaden Daniels in year 2, okay? It's not going to come that easy, okay? They're not going to get Hail Mary at the end of the game to get wins against bad teams. Not doing that. They're not going to get that. Everybody talking about that Giants schedule is tough. Guess what? The NFC East has to play the same type of schedule. They do. They have to play the same schedule. So, okay, tell me what the Commanders did to improve on defense that you could say, hey, man, they improved their football team. I don't see it. I like what they did bringing in Tunsil to be the left tackle on the offensive line, okay? But they didn't add really much to the wide receiver room unless – their receiver they drafted is going to take a step right away like that. Okay, they got issues with Terry McLaurin getting him in camp, which I still think he will be ready at week 1. They'll probably work that thing and end up paying him, even though I think they've just dragged this thing out way too long and just trying to be cheap with the guy. But story for another day, not my problem. You know what I'm saying? I want him out there week 1 because I don't want no excuses, Commander fans, because we kicking that ass week 1. I don't give a damn. We kicking that ass week 1. Taz says winning doesn't look right on the Commanders. They look better losing. Hell yeah, bro. I mean, I'm not used to seeing them win the last 30 years. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just me. Speaking of that point of attack, y'all, Marcus Bowe. I am so excited to watch this kid play. This guy is a steal. I was advocating for the Giants to draft him this past draft. When I saw him get past round 2, I said, oh my God. I actually thought he would have been gone by round 2 because he's that talented. I don't know if there was medicals that made him fall, but to get Marcus Bowe in the 5th round was a steal. It was a steal. I'm sorry. That was a steal. And to me, I mean, maybe I might be putting the cart before the horse. And just waiting, but I just see the talent, man. See the talent. He's got quick feet. Okay, yes, his arms aren't long. A long prototype offensive tackle that a lot of scouts in the NFL want for the offensive tackle. Okay, but I think that stuff about him going to guard is bullshit. This guy can play tackle. He's got a mean streak. Okay, I saw him slapping guys around. That slap on the rusher, on the edge rushers, even in college. He's done it so far. He's got a mean streak and an attitude I think this Giant offensive line needs. They need attitude at point of attack. And I think he's got it. He's got the attitude. He's got the quick feet. The guy's a good athlete on the offensive tackle. And let's just compare Evan Neal to him. Evan Neal coming out was looked at as he should be a good tackle in the NFL, but he's got cinder block feet for the edge rushers on the NFL level. The edge rushers on the NFL level are as fast as receivers. And Neal ain't built for that, man. He's not. Marcus Bowe has the quick feet to be built for that. that's why I think this stuff about him going to guard is too premature and is a bunch of nonsense. This guy has the package. I think he is our offensive tackle of the future. And I really would not be surprised if injuries hit this year, whether, knock on wood, God forbid it's Andrew Thomas or if it's Illuminor, that he finds his way and into the starting lineup, man. He might even be a better option at swing tackle than Azudu, who I am not high on. I don't like him at tackle. I think he's a guard. But the Giants seem to like Azudu. But even though every time we see Azudu at tackle, I see doo-doo. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see doo-doo at tackle. I want to see Azudu at guard. So, hey, I think we got a diamond in the rough in Marcus Bowe, man. I'm really excited about him, man. I'm really excited about him. Ty says, be right back. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No doubt. Do your thing, bro. And, I just think that the sky's the limit for Marcus Bowe. And I think the Giants need to take a look at making him a guard, because I see too many times that this Giant front office and coaching staff, they want to move guys around too much with the offensive line. They want to move a guy to play, even though he plays his whole career in college or in the NFL, left guard, they want to move him to right guard. They want to move a left tackle to right tackle. Like, no, keep these guys where they're used to. This guy, Bowe, is a tackle. Let him be a tackle. It should be, what is his better position, left tackle or right tackle? Not, can he play guard and possibly tackle? Bullshit. This guy's the real deal. He's moving up that depth chart, which as he should. Martinez drops back, dumps it off on first down. Complete to the receiver. As Alexander, our third-round pick, is in there. I want to talk about Alexander real quick, as we're going to wrap it up really soon in a couple of minutes to show. Let y'all get back to y'all Saturday night. I'm talking about this starting defense. Right. Also, I want to talk about this DT2 job, man. Who will win it? I think Roches is in the mix. Robertson Harris is probably the two. It has the leg up on Alexander at this point. He was injured for a lot of training camp. Alexander, he's a third-round pick, and I really think that this kid has so much talent to become a force next to Dexter Lawrence, man. I mean, at Toledo, he was a beast. He was a beast, and he's a good athlete, man. He actually played offensive tackle early in his career in college. He moved to DT and blossomed at Toledo. I think he has all the tools, man. And I also think that there was too much going on out there. Some people on Twitter talking about, he doesn't look too good, and I hope he's not a third-round bust, because we all know the Giants have a curse of the last decade or so with third-round picks being a bust. I don't think that's the case. I think we just need to give him time. He got out to a slow start in OTAs and in training camp because of injuries. Let's let this kid develop, because I think the talent is immense. He can be a third-round steal. This guy has pass rush ability. He has the ability to stop the run. If he holds the craft next to Dexter Lawrence, man, I tell you what, that front seven is going to be even more sick. They're going to be even more sick, man. But I think for now, we need to bring him along with the baby steps. But I want to see some flashes for him as the ball was knocked down at the line of scrimmage on that play. By number 69, it looks like. Is that Ledbetter? No, that's another guy. Number 69 got a pretty good rush. Number 46 actually was the one that deflected it. 69 had the push up front. Ford, number 46, is playing in a decent camp. In a decent camp. He looked pretty good last week, too, with the third string and backups against Buffalo last week, showing some pass rush ability. Might sneak on this 53 if he keeps this up. He had a good showing last week, but I just think people need to slow it down with the criticism of Alexander. Let it cook. He's behind. Clearly, Robinson Harris has looked pretty solid so far to start. Roches, who I am not in love with, I think is a rotational defensive lineman at best. I think he's been a bust signing by Joe Shane. This guy sucks. Every time I see him the last 2 years, he's getting pushed, blown off the line of scrimmage, and I got to see him smiling and laughing all the time on the sideline when we're getting run the fuck over with giving up 20-yard runs all the time. And because he's funny to the media and to the fan. Nah, I want production. This guy sucks to me. Okay, he's not a starter. Rotation lineman at best. I'm not a fan of Roches Nunez. He has been a bust signing. I think Robinson Harris has been pretty good to start, and Alexander is the future. We need to take care of point of attack against that run, folks, because without it, you can forget about it. All this talent on the pass rush and the back end is going to be wasted. It's going to be wasted. It's a big deal. Giants have to work on that, and they look good against it last week, and mixed bag this week, but they got stuff to work on, and I'm glad that the preseason is giving them opportunities to do that because it's important. First 2 weeks, let's look at the schedule the first 4 weeks. You know what I mean? We got Washington, obviously, week 1. They are a running team. Dallas, I'm not sure they're going to be a run-heavy team. No, they're not a run-heavy team. They're a pass offense, but the run, they got some questions at running back. Week 3, home open against the Kansas City Chiefs. They got a solid running game with Pacheco. Okay, they got a solid running game over there. All right. Week 4, Chargers, they want to run. They drafted a Mario Hampton in the first round this year. They were a run-first offense last year. So the Giants are going to have to stop that run if they want to unleash this menacing front seven on the lead the way they want to. So this is a big deal, man. They got to take care of that. They got to take care. Also, real quick, I want to talk about the top position battles on defense to watch with Flott. I thought Flott looked pretty good tonight with the first team defense. Made a couple of plays out there. Tay Banks did not dress. That's something that I am not encouraged to see. Now, listen, I got my eye on. I am very sour on Tay Banks after what I saw from him last year with the quitting. I am not a fan of that shit. That pissed me off. Is MetLife sitting in there quitting all plays, getting burned down on the back end. He is not a number 1 corner in my opinion. Not turning his head, still struggling to do that as complete to the jet receiver. They're threatening inside the 15 as 10 seconds running off as they're about to hit halftime. Looks like they're going to be in position to clock it and kick the field goal with 3 seconds, or they're going to go for it. Yeah, kicking team coming on. So the Jets are going to work their kicking team and kick a field goal with 3 seconds before the half, before we get out of here. Just want to say, hey, Flott looked pretty good tonight. This competition is going to be very interesting going forward. That in the game now I know Flott was injured last week, so he didn't play. The Giants will spin it that way, but I think it's very telling that Flott got to start today and Banks didn't even dress. This is a competition. Who's more talented as far as physical? It's Tay Banks. We know he has the physicality. He can play the run. He's physical enough to play receivers, big receivers, but he's got issues with play recognition, and his ball skills not turning his head all the time is a problem. He's got to be better. The Giants have to be better at taking care of getting takeaways for this NFL team. We were one of the worst teams in takeaways. He is a big part of that. And I just think it's very telling that he did not play tonight in a game where the starters played their most snaps. That is something to look forward and going forward to see what the Giants do. And I'm glad to see Flott actually make some splash plays today and look pretty good. Look pretty good on the back end. It's going to be key because, listen, Adebo's got to be better, y'all. He hasn't looked great in camp, but, he looked okay last week against Buffalo, and he looked okay tonight as well, I guess. I'll go back and rewatch the game when I get a chance to further dissect his film, but hey, we need Tay Banks and Flott, whoever's the starter over there, to hold their own out there, man. We need them to do that, okay? Because they're going to have opportunities to make plays with this front seven that we got. When you have one of the best pass rushers in the game, it often camouflages backhand issues. The Giants won a couple of Super Bowls. We all know the story with, corners that weren't really great. That were really great at coverage. They were good tacklers, and they took the ball away from the offense well. Corey Webster, he had his, early in his career, he had his issues with coverage, but when he figured it out and he got better. He was pretty good, decent. He got better year to year with his coverage, but he wasn't really known to be a tremendous coverage corner. He took the ball away. And Aaron Ross, good tackler, he took the ball away. He wasn't a tremendous coverage corner, but he was physical and he did his job. He played assignment football. Him and Webster played assignment football, and they took the ball away. The giant pass rush on those Super Bowl teams a lot often camouflage those things, so the giant secondary would be okay. We need that to happen. And I'm sorry, the talent in the back end is better than it was the last 2 years. It was at the quarterback position. If we can stop the run, the pass rush will be good. Tay Banks and Fly have to make plays. Adebo's got to make plays. That's what he did with the Saints. That's why the Giants signed him. They're banking on him taking the ball away, something the Giants defense did not do well last year. Holland, back-end safety, Miami, known for taking the ball away as well as other things, but he gets turnovers. Okay, we all remember the Black Friday play against the Jets, 101-yard interception on the what they call the Fail Mary. Listen, they take the ball away. Newman takes the ball away. Phillips is good in making plays to take the ball away. Giant defense has to get better at that. We need Tay Banks and Flott to do just that. So that's going to wrap up tonight's show. Thanks for everyone chopping it up with me. Appreciate you all. Everyone who checked in, between Danny, checking in live from MetLife Stadium at the tailgate, having a good time between everybody in the comments. Thanks for checking in. And for those that are new to the channel, if you're an NFL fan, you want to keep it locked right here. And especially if you're a New York Giant fan, you want to keep it locked here. And all I ask is one thing, y'all. One thing. It's not too much to ask. Hit that subscribe button, the Ball for Sports, folks. Keep it locked right here because, folks, I talk all sports. As you can see, big-time New York Giants fan. The season's getting closer. I can't wait, y'all. I'm ready for the season to start. We got one more preseason game left to go after tonight, and it's all about the countdown to week 1. Keep it locked, y'all. More content to come on the New York Football Giants. I talk New York Knicks basketball. Hey, don't look now, y'all. The schedule just dropped. Cleveland is opening night at the Garden. I can't wait for that. A lot of leaks come out. We got to play Cleveland on Christmas. Hey, listen, folks. Despite the coaching change, this is a damn good New York Knicks team. They improved the roster this year and still some tweaks to make. They are, in my opinion, besides Cleveland, the favorite to get to the NBA Finals. New coach. We will see what Mike Brown does with this coaching staff still being put together. Get it put together and see what we can do going forward. I am very excited for New York Knicks basketball going forward. We got Cleveland on Christmas as well. The NBA knows the cream of the crop in the East is Knicks Cleveland. They know that. And you could tell by the way they set that schedule up for the best fans in the world to bring that revenue, bringing them ratings in, the New York Knicks fan base. Yes, sir. They know what it is. New York Knicks basketball is going to be approaching real soon, y'all. Keep it locked here. I talk New York Mets baseball. Now, as happy as I am about the Knicks and the Giants, I am very pissed off about what's going on in Metland. Oh, I'm real pissed off about what's going on about the Mets. They are falling. The starting pitching has been a disaster this second half of the season. A disaster. No one can go 4 or 5 innings anymore. It's 4 or 5 minutes. No one can get 6 innings out of the starting rotation. We make fucking moves in the trade deadline to get bullpen arms to improve it, and they're overworked and tired because the pitching staff has let us down, man. But alas, there's hope. Today, the rookie sensation Nolan McClain comes up with a tremendous first start, 5 1/3 shutout innings, and in my opinion, could have actually went more if they actually wanted to. Mendoza, but really good job by this rookie pitcher, showing he's got the goods. I think we got one, folks. Met fans, keep it locked. Keep it locked for this pennant race. Baseball is in that part of the year you want to pay attention and keep it locked. Yes, sir. Salute the Met Nation. I talk about the New York Yankees. I talk about the New York Jets. I talk about the Nets. Whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports, especially New York sports. Shout out to everyone out there chopping it up with me. Shout out to New York Giant Nation. Like and subscribe to Born for Sports. Let's go Giants.